What's up, guys? On this episode of Inspiration Nation, we're going to be heading down to Big Daddy's farm for the annual Scared Straight on the Farm car show. So if you love bad, awesome cars, make sure you guys stay tuned. But before we get to that, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you love builds, you will not regret it. So without further ado, sit back and enjoy the show, guys. What's up, guys? We're here with Justin from Watson's Racing and his gorgeous 88 SS Monte Carlo. Tell us a little bit about this thing.
Well, I bought it from my uncle. It was pretty much my first old school. We fully redid everything. It's got a 4.6 small block in it. Pushing about 650 horsepower.
Heck yeah. And what's this color? This color is absolutely beautiful.
Can't tell you that.
Oh, it's a secret.
Keeping it a secret.
It's a secret.
But I will tell you, it is a GM color.
Okay. Well, it's absolutely beautiful. So we got a 406 small block. What exactly we got done? If there's any secret sauce you can tell us.
Pretty much it's a small block 400 stroked out. It's built by Kevin Blanks Racing. Other than that, it's got long tube headers on it. Holley 750 double pumper, and that's about it.
Nice. You've got another one here, and this one's pretty rare, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a Hugger Orange factory car, one of 375 made in '99.
Yeah, and that was just because of the rarity of the color in the SS package, or?
Yes, sir. Pretty much in '69 they made this color, and for a 30-year anniversary in '99 they made 375 SSs. So this is one of 375 and one of 75 automatic T-top combo cars.
Oh, okay. So this is an ultra rare, one of 75.
Yep.
That's awesome.
From factory.
Well, Justin, we appreciate you taking time to show us.
Yes, sir.
You got two beautiful cars.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy the show.
I will.
Let's see what else we can find. with Jeff McCulloch and his beautiful 70 Mercury Cyclone spoiler car. Right? Tell us a little bit about this rare bird.
Well, that's like you said, it's a 1970 Mercury Cyclone spoiler, 429 Cobra Jet 4-speed car.
Now, I have never seen one of these, so exactly how rare is this car?
There were 800 made in 70 and 800 made in 71, and supposedly there's 29 or 30 of them left at this point.
Wow. That's an interesting color, too. What do you call that? Yellow, orange, what?
Competition orange, what Ford calls it, or Mercury.
Heck yeah. So how much horsepower do you think that thing's pushing out?
Haven't dynoed it, but I would guess it's probably for sure over 400.
Oh, gotcha. Well, that ought to be enough to tote this thing down the street.
Yeah, it runs good. It's got a little better than factory cam in it, so it's pretty radical sounding.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate it. It's a beautiful car, man, and thanks for coming out.
Absolutely, man. Thank you.
Have a good
Appreciate
one.
it.
We're here with Mark and his super clean 70 Z28. Mark, you want to tell us a little bit about this beauty?
Sure, yeah, 1970 Z28 Camaro. The original owner who bought it in 1970 had it for about 3 years and then blew up the LT1 engine. And so the car actually sat for well over 40 years. With only 18,000 miles on it. The gentleman that bought it passed away, willed it to his son. His son let it sit. So I had been in the market for a Z28 Camaro, and somebody who I had been partnering with gave me a call and said, "You're not going to believe what I just found." And so the car was you know, almost like a barn find. It was still really clean, not a lot of rust whatsoever in it, and was forest green. So that was the original color that the car came in.
Oh, sweet.
Yep, so, you know, we completely overhauled the interior, took out the LT1, which had blown up, rebuilt that with an Edelbrock Performer kit, and added electronic fuel injection, so it's much easier to tune, much easier on those cold starts.
I bet the throttle response is a lot better.
It is. It's remarkable. It's got a pretty strong cam, you know, that we dropped in it, so it pops. You know, with the 410 gears that it has in the back, off the line, it's just a rocket ship. You know, so yeah, because of those 410 gears, we had to move transmissions from the original Muncie 4-speed to a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed. So it makes it a lot.
That's an upgrade.
Yeah, yeah. So
Definitely
that's much more comfortable on the highways. You know, so at 70 miles an hour, I'm only tacking about 2,500 RPM.
Well, that is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
man. And it's good to see that you're out driving it and you enjoy driving it. I mean, 'cause
I do.
It's super straight and it's super beautiful.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
the
It's
fact
a
that
labor
you
of love.
The
It really
fact
is.
that you drive it,
Yeah.
it makes me happy to see, because these things were built to drive.
They were.
They weren't built to ride in on a trailer. They were built to drive.
Yep. Yeah, and that's the key. You know, I really, when we rebuilt it, kept the modifications really to a minimum. We did lower it 2 inches, yeah, so it's a little bit lower to the ground than a 70 Z28 would be. I just like the profile, you know,
Yeah.
a little bit. And then the only other thing I did was add air conditioning, because that black interior gets hotter than Hades down here in this
bet.
North Carolina summer. So we did add air conditioning to it. But other than that, it's pretty much the way it was when you found it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love the wheels. The wheels, they've got such a beautiful fitment on them wheels.
They do. You know, they're made by U.S. Wheel, so the original Z28 came with 15s, and so these are 17s. They're made by U.S. Wheel, and they've got you know, much wider, but they've got that really nice rally profile look, which is what the Z28s came with. So again, trying to keep in the spirit of keeping it how it originally looked. You know, that's what we decided to put on it.
So it's pretty much a modern take on the original muscle car.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
It works great, man.
Yep.
Well, Mark, I appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you guys.
Super clean car.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate your time, sir.
Alrighty, thank you.
Richie and his absolutely, probably the nicest Grand National I've ever seen in my life. Richie, you want to tell us a little bit about this thing?
Yeah, I bought this thing from an original owner about 8 or 10 years ago and did a complete frame off. I wouldn't say a complete restoration, but I took the body off of it. The body was already painted. I cleaned the frame up, smoothed it out, did a frame notch to it, stretched the tubs a little bit, powder coated the frame, and then I pretty much built the whole drivetrain.
Yeah, that definitely don't look like a stock Buick block there. What am I exactly looking at on there? It looks a lot different than mine.
It's a TA aluminum block, Bryant crank. It's got GN1 aluminum heads on it. It's a on-center motor, which a lot of people try to stay with off-center motors, but this is an on-center. It's got a 6870 turbo on it.
See a little methanol injection there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit of methanol. I'll try to keep it on pump gas where I can drive it on the street and still run the big boost on it.
So if you had to put a number to it, what kind of horsepower range and boost range and all that stuff?
I usually ride around the street with about 25 pounds of boost, and it's probably, I'd say probably in the 600 range.
Ooh, that's super awesome right there, man.
I appreciate it.
That is awesome. Now, what about the wheels? These wheels are
Yeah,
awesome. What are they?
They're Fitzke's wheels, 17s in the front, 18 by 11s in the back. Like I said, it was frame notched and the tub stretched, so I run a 335 18 drag radial on it. On the street. I run, of course, 275 15 Mickey Thompsons when I race it. It's got a Vince Janis built fully billet transmission, PTC converter, stock rear end, but all big, nice, strange axles and everything in it. Stock gear ratio, Wheelwood brakes, Ride Tech suspension, coilovers and everything on it. It's got H&R parts, rear suspension. I've had a bunch of these cars over the years. I've had a all-out race car for many years I've won championships with, and this car was wanting to be my ultimate between street and race. And so I wanted it to be able to handle. I wanted to be able to drive it on the street. It's been on the Power Tour. It's been on drag week, but yet I wanted the rear suspension to work at the drag strip. So I was kind of trying to make a dual purpose car, what I thought was the ultimate Grand National.
Heck yeah, well you as far as I'm concerned, you achieved that, because this is absolutely the most cleanest, awesome Grand National I've ever seen. And
appreciate
that's
it.
saying a lot, because I noticed these cars like right off, and this one's freaking awesome, man.
I've tried to keep it to its roots. I mean, really, with the hood closed, other than the wheels, you wouldn't really think much of the car. I mean, it's got the stock interior, other than some things hidden here and there. The controller for the boost controller, and it's got a fast system on it. That's kind of hidden. The alcohol is hidden. The tank is in the spare tire well where you can't see it.
Oh, nice.
It's a 3-nozzle system, so I'm spraying a bunch to it when I'm at the track. But like I said, I run on pump gas, so.
I gotcha. Well, that's freaking awesome, man, and I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
And thank you, sir, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Man, those were some sweet rides. Now we'd like to give a big shout out to the guys at After Hours Auto and Customs for putting on the Lowdown on the Farm show series. It's always a pleasure working with those guys. We'd like to give a big thanks to our sponsors to make all this possible. We got HLS Precision Welding, Barry Ray's Body Shop, the guys down at Triangle Sign, and Top Coat Powder Coating. Big thanks to all you guys for making all this possible. So if you like awesome builds, show coverage, race coverage, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're interested in any merchandise, hats, hoodies, shirts, stickers, etc., make sure you check out our links down below to Facebook and Instagram, and we'll get you hooked right up.